Good afternoon.
So what do we got on the Ashton woman's room number?
Oh, come on. Are you kidding? I don't even know what continent to look on. You know, this is like a magician's trick. The one about the lady who disappears from a locked box, only this time we don't find her. Can I have one of those, please? Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm not having much more luck myself. Why don't we do our thing?
Yes, go. You first.
As I recall, Ariel first appeared as a waitress working in a Greek restaurant on the island of Mykonos.
They fall in love, big affair.
Introduces him to a so-called peace group. Weird rituals, funny tea. Terrorists appear. Colton brainwashed. Ariel brainwashed, maybe.
And let's not forget what Colton said before he was brainwashed. He said that he saw Nicholas Van Buren sitting there applauding Ariel while she was dancing in that cafe.
Interesting. Yasmin.
Another shill for Van Buren / Domino.
Right. The only person not in the room at the time that Ariel was shot.
Yeah, said she went to alert the captain of the Aphrodite that the boat would not be sailing that day.
Which was really none of her business because the servants of the house had full communication with the ship anyway.
Yeah, but it was a nice little alibi at the time.
And the captain conveniently backed that up.
And then we have Domino, who was talking in the loudspeakers at the garden party while Nicholas Van Buren stood there just as amazed as the rest of the guests.
The slippery fellow at best thinks he's dealing with the Bush League here. And all of us are players in a game that we're not too sure about.
Look, Robert, I really think he's going to make a major move now.
Explain.
Because Charlie Prince is going to hand over that dragon bone to envoys of the Chinese government tomorrow. And every move that Domino has made so far has brought him closer and closer to the dragon bone in the quest.
All right. Something here that might interest you gentlemen.
Good.
This was found at the Quartermain property right between Lake Landing and the house. We've already staked out the spot.
What is it?
Let me take a look at it.
Forensics seen this? I mean, what?
Yeah, that's what makes this so interesting, Robert.
What?
They got a little trace of the same kind of poison that zapped Lady Ashton right out of the inside of this tube.
Fingerprints, shoe prints, fabric samples. Come on, give
Hey, come on, please. I'm lucky I got this. It's only a piece of the blowgun for crying out loud. I don't even know where the rest of it is.
No fingerprints at all?
No fabric samples, no footprints, nothing.
You know, I think we should have a little chat with the captain of the Aphrodite again. After all, he was the one that backed up Yasmin's alibi.
Set that up, guy.
You got it.
Okay, what's the next part of the puzzle?
I'm going to start pushing the WSB about Van Buren's plane. I know that Ariel is on it. And probably had her taken back to Greece.
Yeah.
Hello, Robert.
Hello, Mary. Keep the faith.
Oh, what a nice new office.
like it?
It's beautiful. It's really lovely. Oh, I hope I'm not intruding. I was just in the neighborhood.
How could you ever intrude? What's the word?
Oh, well, actually, I talked to Danae, and he told me that Catherine got your flowers and that she was thrilled with them.
Thrilled? Catherine told Danae to tell you to tell me?
Oh, well, I'm sure she would have told you herself, but you know she had a rehearsal with the orchestra. You know how that is.
Sure. Well, assuming you ever get to talk to her one-on-one, and Danae will let you, tell her I'd like to hear from her, will you?
Oh, you know I'll do that, Robert. You don't even have to ask.
It's coming together magnificently, Paul, don't you think?
Yes, I do.
What a lucky man you are to be engaged to a woman like Catherine. And what a charmer she is.
Thank you. I'll tell her.
I know she arrived early, but I trust she'll still be here for the opening.
Yes, I hope so. Listen, Henry, I'm a little concerned here.
About what?
I think this show is too cluttered, too busy. I
I
don't think people are going to be able to see what's here.
You think so?
Yeah, I do. Listen, why don't we remove some of these pieces? We can always change things around later in the show.
I'm fond of this one. Osiris, the god of the death. It's a lovely piece.
mean. He's getting meaner all the time.
If he is now, why don't you ask him?
Who is it?
Alan Quartermain.
Oh, Alan, hang on. Well, hi.
Lucy, I gotta tell you something. I'm in a terrible state. Now, if I'm gonna drag you down because of the way I am, you just tell me and I'm gonna leave.
No, listen, I have had an absolutely rotten day as it is, so there's nothing you can do that to me. Well, why don't you come on in? Come on. Come in and sit down, relax, and tell me all about it. I'll get you something to drink. Sit down.
Thanks. It is unbelievable. You lived with your father for 40 years. You share everything with him, your hopes, your dreams, and you just assume that at the end, all the millions of dollars that were his were going to be yours. That's the way it should be, right?
Well, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that seems like it's right.
Guess how much money he left me?
Oh, Alan, I don't know, $1 million?
$1.
Oh, my gosh.
He left the rest to Ned. It was written in a codicil that was dated just before he died.
Oh, well, no wonder you're so upset. I mean, Alan, I think you got to fight it. You got to go to court, you know?
I took it to court. They threw me out. And the most unbelievable thing about the entire thing was my mother.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me something's wrong with her.
My mother walked in the middle of the hearing, and she proceeded to tell the judge that my father was perfectly sane and in his right mind when he wrote the codicil. It was unbelievable. My own mother did that to me.
Okay, listen to me. I know this is really upsetting, okay? But your muscles are like rocks. Come sit down. Please, just sit back down. It'll be okay. You got to calm down here. Sit down. There you go.
Do you know what? It's not the money. It's the fact that my own father betrayed me. And I didn't deserve it.
No, Alan, you really don't deserve that. Listen to me. I think you've been through hell, and I want to help you. I think I understand, and I really want to help you.
You know something? You're the only person in this entire city that I could come to that I knew would understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I do understand.
I really don't mean to impose on you, Lucy.
No, Alan, don't even say that. Don't be silly. You know something? I really admire you. You're a very strong and very wonderful man.
You really think so, do you?
Yeah, I know so. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to order us something very, very special to drink. I'll be right back.
Nurse Linda Gant, duties report to the 84
Should be a wall. And now there should be somebody here.
Hi, Tony.
Oh, hello, Georgia. Listen,
funny.
I'm sorry. I just was so afraid it might be Amy, Jesse. Would you mind dialing Felicia's number for me?
No, I don't think I'll do that for you.
Why not? Steve Hardy cutting down on all the outside calls?
No. But there's a very pretty girl sitting over in the lounge who'll tell you why I won't do that.
They won't leave me alone. Who is it?
Why don't you walk over there carefully and find out?
Sounds like fun.
Orderly Andrew Burton to emergency receiving staff. Orderly Andrew Burton to emergency...
Hi, Tony.
Oh, a pretty one. Ooh.
Oh, you look terrific. You seem to be navigating yourself around here very well.
Well, thank you. I'm on my home turf, you know. I don't know how I'd do on a New York subway system.
I see. Are you consulting with another patient?
Yep. You'd be amazed at how much you can find out about a patient without seeing them.
Well, you can because you do it so well.
Thank you. You're not here to see a doctor, are you?
No, I'm waiting
Nurse
for
Dana,
Colton.
please call admission. Nurse Dana...
I thought the two of you decided your best defense was not to see each other for a while.
Well, it didn't last very long, did it?
No, it
I sort of
certainly
ran into him down on the docks.
Mm-hmm. So did this little amount of time that you were apart give you some insight that you needed?
I don't know. I guess it just sort of made us realize that we're both very lonely when we're not together. But I don't need Mr. Freud to tell me that, do I?
Mm-mm.
No.
So what's next?
You know, you thought Colton should see Tom Hardy. Well, he is. He's going to go through some hypnosis to see if he can find out the truth about Ariel.
Why didn't you tell me that? You must be scared to death.